Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Repel, and we have Battle 155. Today, we're up against opponents from Korea, and just take a good look. Like, stop what you're doing and just look at his team. It's so freaking powerful and horrifying. Like, no joke. It's gonna give me nightmares after this match. So he has the Rayquaza, Dragonite, Xerneas, Blaziken, Charizard, and Garchomp. And I brought back my RE team once again because they did so well in my battle. So I figured let's have another rarely used team versus overly used and uber team. So my opponent is gonna go off with the freaking Garchomp. Now we don't know if this is Mega Garchomp. My opponent has way too many potential Megas. I went off with Claydol because I want to sub Stealth Rocks. Now my Claydol does have Ice Beam, but actually instead of going for Ice Beam, I just went for Stealth Rocks. And actually that Dragon Claw didn't do too much, since Claydol has, relatively natural good investment in bulk. But obviously he can still probably go for stronger moves like Outrage or Draco Meteor or Dragon Rush, any of that. So he does go for Dragon Rush. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but I did switch into Jellicent, so it'll still do a decent amount. And from that, range, I'm thinking, what, I probably can just stay in and just burn him. So he will actually switch out. He might be expecting like an Ice Beam or something. He's gonna go to Xerneas now. And not to mention, maybe he thought I was gonna burn him, and obviously a burn won't really affect Xerneas too much. But I didn't care. Nothing in his team is immune to burn except for his Charizard and Blaziken, and obviously Blaziken and Charizard will not want to get burned. Fortunately for me, I get one turn of burn, which is really sweet, because last battle, if you guys watched my last battle, I was very unlucky with burns, but thankfully I was able to burn the Xerneas. Now I'm expecting like a Thunderbolt or Thunder. These things can learn Thunder or Thunderbolt. I'm going to go back to my ground type Claydol. However, he actually just wants to create for the Moonblast. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to appreciate this. Like, look at that. That's going to be a really nice 2-hit KO from there. Even if I have leftovers, I'm pretty sure I don't know, I don't think I have a very low chance to live the next Moonblast if my opponent decides to get like really low damage roll. But it doesn't even matter because he gets a crit, so that'll naturally finish up Claydol too. But I'm just like, it's okay, what, Claydol, you did your thing, you sub Stealth Rock. So, good enough. I'm actually just gonna go into my revenge killing Emboar here. And I know what you're thinking, like, how can Emboar revenge kill? Well, that is because I'm carrying the Flare Blitz, and I'm also carrying the Choice Scarf. And obviously, I outspeed the Xerneas thanks to my Choice Scarf. So down it goes. So an eye for an eye, at least this Xerneas goes down peacefully. Now my opponent is going to go into the Garchomp. That's a very excellent lead because I'm stuck into Flare Blitz, and I'm really expecting the Earthquake. And my Claydol died, my Levitating Claydol died. Who am I going to go into? Well, I could go into Jellicent. It'll eat up pretty darn well. I do have Rotom-M or Cut. However, I don't know which one you guys call it, Rotom-M or Motor Cut. He also has Levitate too, but it's okay. Jellicent is a good switch too, and he's gonna go back out, and now he's gonna go into Dragonite. I'm like, alright, cool. Now Dragonite is a very versatile Pokemon. It can learn so many things. It can start going for Dragon Dances, it can go for Thunder Punch, it can even go for Hurricane or Draco Meteor. Very terrifying. Turns out he actually does go for the freaking Draco Meteor. Pretty sure it's a mixed one. Really not uncommon because Draco Meteor is a great move. It's like one of the best dragon type moves, and it works really well on so many dragon types. I didn't know what to do. I just went for the Toxic. I could go for Scald and maybe try to get some burns, but I just didn't really feel too lucky there, so I just went for the Toxic. I'm glad my Toxic didn't miss though. That was great. And no, I'm not carrying the Will-O-Wisp because I'm carrying the Scald. I figured, I just need some sort of water move, and obviously Scald just works. And there's really no point to have Scald and Will-O-Wisp, simply because, like, Jellicent just has too many freaking moves to learn. Now here comes the Fly. Really powerful, stab, physical move, but because I am Jellicent, I'm able to take it, and because this Dragonite is poisoned, my Hex will do double. Yeah, if you guys don't know what Hex does, it's the attack will double if your opponent's Pokemon is affected by some sort of status. In this case, he is affected by poison, and therefore the Hex did so much. And he has no choice but to just go for his last move. Keep in mind I do have Stealth Rocks up, so It was very wise for him to just stay in and do as much as he can, but unfortunately for him, I do have recover. And so he will die to poison. I didn't even need to attack him. Honestly, this is probably the best way to play. Keeping it safe, guys. So my full HP, things aren't looking too bad here, and now here comes the Blaziken. Again, he could be Mega, we don't know. But I'm out of here, but turns out, no, actually, I'm not out of here. He's out of here. He's gonna go for his freaking Brave Bird. That's fine, because I resist fire and I'm a ghost, so his best bet is probably a Brave Bird, but come on, that's not gonna do enough. And I'm thinking, okay, thanks to recall damage, this Blaziken will go down, and there you go. Just kidding, he lives with like 1 HP. I'm like, what the heck? That is so weird. I could have sworn that he would have died, like for sure. Like 100% chance to like one-hit KO him, especially after that recoil damage. But you know what? It's okay. Now he gets another crit. I'm like, dang, that's fine. Thank God he didn't finish me off. And the recoil damage will finish him off. So hey, that was a pretty awesome like last Brave Bird attempt. You know, go for broke. You know, he did so much to me afterwards. But even so, I just want to recover. And I'm kind of almost at full. Now his best bet is finally the Rayquaza. And now we will get to see if this Rayquaza is Mega or not. And as a matter of fact, it is a Mega Rayquaza. And because it's a Mega Rayquaza, he's, well, technically, he doesn't have any more flying weaknesses. It really sucks. And obviously, Dragon Ascent is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Strangely, he doesn't go for a Dragon Ascent, but he goes for the Dragon Pulse. Not that it matters because it's a nice 2-hit KO anyway. I'm sure either of those moves is a nice 2-hit KO. Now I think about it, I think Dragon Ascent might be a very close 1-hit KO too, you know, I'm not too sure. But unfortunately, I did not get a burn. I did not get a burn. I really wish I could get a burn. It would have made a huge difference in this battle if I had gotten the burn, but it's okay. I went for the recovery, just barely hanging on, so my opponent cannot actually kill me with 2 Dragon Pulses. He has to kill me with 3, and thankfully I do have recover. So my opponent knows better than to just go for more Dragon Pulses. He's actually going to go for his most powerful stab, friggin' Dragon Ascent. One of the most terrifying attacks coming from Mega Rayquaza, and that will one-shot me. Very sad. That's what I meant about burning him. Had he been burned, I'm pretty sure I could have lived 1 Dragon Ascent, but that's okay. Now I'm going to go to Rotom. I really don't know what to do. He's no longer weak to electric attacks thanks to, you know, his special ability. So that leaves him only pretty much just a dragon type Pokemon. So I'm gonna have to go to Drapion now, you know, switching out from a Volt Switch. I'm pretty sure he'll just go for, yeah, a Dragon Ascent. And come on, like nothing in my party wants to take a Dragon Ascent. My physical wall Jellicent just died to this Dragon Ascent. So obviously even Drapion will die too, even in full health. Like that's just a given fact. But I'm thinking, okay, I think I can kill him now. From this range, I have a good chance to finish off this Rayquaza, and not to mention he dropped his defenses quite a lot thanks to Dragon Ascent. It's really awesome to see Emboar cleaning up. You just give it a Choice Scarf. No one really expects it to be that fast because it's a really slow Pokemon, but you know, it still works pretty well with Choice Scarf. Now here comes the, obviously, yeah, the freaking Garchomp, and I just don't know what to do. Earthquake is coming out, but thankfully I still have a Levitator, and I'll eat up that Earthquake. And now, my best bet is pretty much just a Leaf Storm. My opponent does have the Charizard left, and he knows that. He knows the Leaf Storm is coming out. Very smart of him. He's gonna get hurt by Stealth Box, take him to half, but obviously he resists Grass 4 times because he's a Fire type and a Flying type. I love Grass Pokemon, but when you're fighting against Charizard, you have to switch out. Like, no, there's just no way. And I'm stuck onto Leaf Storm, so I can't use like Volt Switches or Thunderbolt. I have to go back to Emboar expecting like a Fire move now. He could have actually over-predicted here and go for an Air Slash, and that would probably actually kill my Emboar. But unfortunately for me, or him, I predicted that switch nicely, and I'm just gonna hit him up with a Superpower. I went for a Superpower just in case the, what's it called, the Garchomp wants to come back out. And I'm stuck on the Superpower now, and it's, you know, it's obviously the strongest attack. I know I have Superpower, I have Flare Blitz, I have Wild Charge. Obviously, Superpower will hit the hardest, even though I did drop my attack already. But hey, you know what, I'm just gonna do as much as I can before Garchomp will finish me off. And so this is quite a close battle now. And I thought, you know what? I don't think any of you guys have seen my Exploud in this entire battle yet, so I'm gonna bring out my Exploud once and for all, and go for my Choice Specs Boom Burst. I love Choice Specs, probably one of my favorite moves. So there you go, Emboar finished off, and Garchomp finished off as well. So awesome battle, awesome team. Thank you, Korean player, really awesome team there, and thank you, viewers. If you guys enjoyed this match, please let me know by liking this video, and as always, you guys can comment, and if you guys haven't already, subscribe. You guys can be the very first people to watch my Wi-Fi battles if you guys subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.